Robbie, just looking at the week overall, how's it been so far in training?
Yeah, it's good. We've got lots of players on the training pitch. We're always a positive. Obviously, we're going to a big week with the 3 games in that period, so making sure everybody's up to speed, and it's also nice to have a free week in terms of preparation for the game at Mansfield.
And that free week, especially when you've got those 3 games coming up that you just mentioned, how do you go about preparing for the week ahead when you've got a free week?
It gives you time to work a little bit more on the tactical side of things. Also, it gives you an opportunity to maybe not work the players physically like they might have if they had a game on a Tuesday. So that's always a bonus as well. But yeah, full focus. I know everybody's really looking forward to the exciting time we've got coming up on Tuesday. But the sole focus, which we've hammered home to the players all week, is Mansfield's the most important game because it's the next one.
And Mansfield, just looking at that game, what do you expect from them?
Tough game. I think they, from the games I've seen on video, they've been better than what their position suggests. I know they've struggled with a few key players being out injured, so a really tough game. Another one that we'll have to be at our best to get a result, and I think that's the same for any team in this division. If we're not at it, then it doesn't give us the best chance to win.
We've certainly been at it in recent weeks as well, as we mentioned last weekend, 6 unbeaten, and the away form as well prior to obviously the last weekend's home game has been great, so it must give lads a lot of self-belief going into these games.
Yeah, it's confidence building. It's sort of emphasising the messages we're giving to the players, that at this moment in time it's working. We've done nothing. We've literally done nothing yet. So of course it's nice to build that momentum, but we want to carry it on. We want to improve. We want to get better. So that's the sole focus. Like I say, complacency is a killer. I don't see it in the squad. There's no reason to have that. So I'm demanding the very best again from them.
No fitness or injury worries then heading into the weekend?
No, obviously we'll miss Corrie because he can't play against his parent team, but other than that, at the moment it's a clean bill of health.
I just wanted to ask you about sort of the stats that have been cropping up on social media as well. The fans are really engaging with those, both the team-wise and individual-wise. Is the stats something that, as a manager or the coaching staff, you take on board and work with, or is it almost trying not to look too much into them?
Stats can be used both as a positive and negative. The biggest stat is always the scoreline, so let's get that bit right first. But yeah, it's pleasing to see that the style of play, the identity we try to implement is producing those good stats. We do use them to a certain degree. I think one of the most pleasing ones was our average age. I think it's the second lowest average age in the whole division up to now, which is fantastic. That means that the young players are taking things on board and they're embracing the challenge. So yeah, the stats can be used as a positive and negative. They're always positive when you're winning, but I reiterate that the biggest stat is really that scoreline at the end of the match.
And on one of those stats, at least, the goals is sort of chances created and things like that. I know you said when you first came in, you wanted us to be exciting to watch and for the supporters to really engage with that. And going off the stats, they certainly have done so far.
Yeah, I think so. I think you can see that we're trying to play on the front foot. We're trying to play forward with quality as much as we can. I think our possession data has been very high as well. So it's not like we're missing midfield out. We like to build up. It's about playing the right pass at the right time and finding space on the pitch. I ask our forwards to try and live in space, and if they do that, they've got the quality then to go and hurt teams in this division, no doubt about it. But it's a collective. I still think defensively we can tighten up, and I mean that as a whole team. We attack as a team, we defend as a team. Setting that press off for the forwards means our defenders can play higher up the pitch, and that's what I want as well. I want to try and condense that so the opposition are pressured into making mistakes. So loads to get better at. we feel that we're in a steady place. You know, like you say, players coming back, getting fitter and fitter all the time. And like you say, we're looking forward to the game on Saturday.